Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna have my 7th live presentation of machine learning course at CS internship. Before getting started, I would like to announce that my practical phase of internship has just got started at MelkRadar company in parallel with my theoretical side of internship at CS. Due to this reason, this live presentation will have a different content from my previous Twitches. I'm going to show you a real-world machine learning project which I'm working on at MelkRadar. I will explain the algorithm of this project, will definitely show you the platforms and workflows which I'm using through this project, and finally I will explain the body of the project to you. Before going to the project I'm working on, first of all, let me actually let you know that what we do at MelkRadar company. We aim to have a platform, to prepare a platform for both sides of consultants and clients in order to post their desired pictures of various houses. For example, a consultant would like to post some pictures of their houses with, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, a hall, etc. for rent. Or a client would like to post their pictures of their houses for sale, like this. So we aim to provide a platform for both of them to actually post the advertisements of the houses they would like for rent, sale, etc. Now, the project which I'm working on is called AdvertorPhoneless project. As you know, I work in the machine learning section of MelkRadar, and since I'm working with this project, I must use some various platforms that I will show you a little bit later. The thing is that we've called this project AdvertorPhoneless because we are not going to use either the consultant's or the client's phone number through the implementation. I mean, for working in the website, for using the website that MelkRadar has prepared, we don't need any phone number for AdvertorPhoneless project. Now, let me show you some platforms before going directly to the project. Look, as you may know, when you are hired in a company, you must notice which version, how many versions do the various projects have, what files, which project contains which files, and actually what new projects are being run in this company, what previous projects have already been run, etc. For having a common platform that the new interns or the new workers and the previous and old workers have in common, a platform that all of us understand what we are doing, what our teammates are doing, we use Azure DevOps. As you can see, for example, for the Phoneless project, we've got 2 versions of SDK 1 and 2, and we've got various files that you can see. I'm going to explain to you some of these files that are actually practical for me as a machine learning developer at MelkRadar, etc. So one of the platforms is actually Azure DevOps. For the machine learning section part of MelkRadar is the Azure AI. I will explain to you that why do we provide this platform for the machine learning section. Let me go to VS Code. Okay. Look, this we will use VS Code for our implementation because of the various features it has, the extension part, the actually connecting to GitHub, debugging, etc. The thing is that every real-world project has various tools that must be provided for running the desired project. The question is that, for example, imagine in this project we've used Python as our programming language. The question is that may I use, for example, Python 3.8 version and my colleague uses Python 3.10? The answer is because we are all working with ourselves, and actually I have to make some changes in the project and actually have the newest version, give the newest version to my colleague. We must provide the same versions of each project. Now, the question is how can we see these versions? If you go here, you will be provided the files of the project that you are implementing. One of the most important files is the conda.yml, as you can see in here. Why is it important? Because it consists all of the actually versions of various tools that we are using. For example, Python 3.10, pip 23, MLflow, for the pip installation part we must have Azure MLflow, we must have Azure ML, etc. So by providing the tools in this file, we can be sure that the project will run successfully, if not providing any additional errors. But the question is that how can we provide all of these tools? Let me go to the most important section. Look, here we've got something which we name as kernel. By kernel, we mean that we want to have all of the tools in one common file, and we want to provide this file to our project. In the kernel part, if I click on it, here I've already put the desired kernel for AdvertorPhoneless project. If you select another kernel, you will actually be provided various kernel choice that you can add. But the point is that how did I understand that the name of my kernel, which the project will be run by it, is MLK, SDK, V2, etc.? The answer is here. Look, each conda YML file has got a name, that this name is exactly the kernel name, MLK, SDK, V2, etc. So I have provided the correct kernel of this project. Now I can be sure that the project, if not providing additional errors, will be run successfully. Now the thing is that each machine learning project, as you know, has got two various sections of training part and the testing part. For example, I choose that I say I will have 80% of my actually data for the training part and the 20% left for the testing part. So the two important actually notebooks that we have in our AdvertorPhoneless projects, in every machine learning project, are the train notebook and the test notebook that I have provided in here. I'm going to explain to you the train part. The test part is exactly, not exactly, but 70% exactly to the training part. Okay, so I explained it. Okay, let me go through the project. So first of all, for the actually setup part, look, I have cloned before the presentation. I have already cloned the AdvertorPhoneless SDK2 to my system. Now, the question is that how can I provide the changes, the modifying parts that I have modified to the Azure DevOps of MelkRadar for my other colleagues? The answer is here. For the interaction between my system and Azure DevOps of MelkRadar, I must provide an Azure AI ML client. With this code, I can have an interaction between my own system and the Azure DevOps system. I can modify various parts of the code and I can put them in Azure DevOps. Alright, so this is for that. This is again for configuring the ML client part. Now look, I have chose Azure AI in order to use its various features. Let me bring it to you. In Azure AI, we've got various sections like the job, we mean the implementations, every run that we get from our implementations that actually we will have, I will show you these. The run may be failed, it may be completed, it may be queued, it may be cancelled, etc. And various parts. I'm not going to explain them all to you, but the point is that one of the most important things in Azure AI is its features, that it has its own computational tools. It gives me two choices whether I would like to run this project on my own system, I mean using my own computational tools, or Azure AI computational tools. How can I provide it? By this section of run type. If I provide local, it'll use my own computational stuff, but if I choose the Azure part, then it'll use the Azure ML computational tools. It depends on me. And the dataset that we use is a little bit large, and its name is AdvertorPhoneless 1401 train. As you know, we've got a learning rate or ETA and the features, etc. The description part is that when, for example, I will actually have a branch for my project, my colleague understand that what I am doing. In here we've got some other files, like for example utils, like the shutils that we have used. These are the files. I'm not going to spend so much time on them. Again, our source files and our directories that we've used. And in here we've got actually an if-elif condition, that whether we want to use the local side or the Azure computational stuff, we will provide some codes for it. And the configuration part will have the actually SDK name that we want to use. We must provide all of the names of the versions correctly. And finally, we will configure the run. I'm so sorry that I cannot have the actually configuration right here, because it'll take so much time due to the awful speed of internet. But as you can see, the green checks say that the project has got completely. Now let me actually prove it to you. In here, the feature importance is the training part, and the test is this file, the test script and the train script. Here you can see, actually me and my colleagues will see that how the project has gone. Look at here, we've got a compute target. By compute target, we mean that whether we've used our local computational tools or Azure AI computational tools. For example, in here I've used MLK compute and the status is complete. I mean that the project has run successfully. But for example, for the local side, it has failed. I must make it as completed, or it won't be true. So this is the first exciting project that I'm working on at MelkRadar. Thank you for listening. As you noticed, for the real-world projects, we will get used to becoming familiar with various workflows, platforms, various versions, the features of the workflows that we use, etc. So I think that this is exactly why we'd rather choose the real-world projects, not only for the money, but for the stuff that we learn through them. Alright guys, this will be the end of my Twitch. Thank you so much. If you like to see more videos of CS Internship live presentations, please follow CS Internship channel. And this is my own LinkedIn and my own YouTube channel. And thanks a lot. See you on live presentation number 8.